Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.
Tabletop RPG crowdfunding news for this Friday. Hello, how y'all doing? 7:30 in the morning here at Site B on the 10th day of January 2025. If you are within the sound of my voice and you're a fellow Southern Californian, I hope you are safe and sane in this crazy fire shenanigans we're having. If you're in LA, something another, please be safe. Please let people know you're safe. Please listen to the various news and warnings. You are not faster than a fire. And for the less civil inclined out there who are looting people's homes or sending out their drones to fly around the place, shame on you. We already know some idiot with a drone caused a multi-million-dollar plane to crash because that plane was carrying hundreds of gallons of water that could have helped some people out. And we know that there's a lot of looting going on. So in the middle of everything else, people losing their homes, losing their families, losing their prized possessions, we got idiots who are breaking into the homes. Yeah, great way to start a Friday. All right, moving on to all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding projects that are coming to an end, but you still have a chance to support. What do y'all think of the new mic? All right, this is, I remember these guys because I shout them out before. This is from Greedy Gorgon Press. They reach out to me all the time and ask me to give them a shout out, so I do. So hello to our friends at Greedy Gorgon Press. This is Ace of Spades, the D&D drop-in casino. All their stuff is based upon songs or albums or genres of music. Lately, they've been doing a lot of heavy metal, thus the Ace of Spades from the famous Motorhead song. This is for D&D 5th edition, but could be used for any D20 type thing. It's $8 for the PDF, plus digital maps, plus VTT tokens. It's a 50-page casino setting that you could use for fantasy with modern stuff, Shadowrun, D&D, Magic Las Vegas, Goblins, whatever. You know, it's just a casino where you can do casino type stuff. It includes rules for dice games, drinks, NPCs, adventures, people trying to rob it. Maybe you want to rob it. It includes an NPC called Elfish Presley and Mage Against the Machines. Yes, I like it. And yes, including the new spell, I Cast Liar Ball. All right, so there's some puns in here, which makes me love it all the more. And it's only $8. We have audiobook of Deadlands for Savage Worlds from World's Largest RPG. Are you really the world's largest RPG? I mean, how big are you? Are we talking like Statue of Liberty big? Are we talking like Moon big? All right, so this is, I guessed, a Deadlands Savage Worlds version as opposed to the other versions. Is this like the rules? It's a source book for Deadlands games that focus on the setting, giving you another option when looking for a way to read or prep for your next Deadlands gaming session. Officially licensed, this MP3 provides narrated texts about the setting. There's a backer campaign that has some examples of it. So it's not a rule book. It's a source book with Deadlands fiction. All right, I'm curious. So you got music. We got. All right. So yeah, it's got a little bit of story going on, a little bit of ambience, a little bit of rules. Very interesting. This could be cool. Depends how much it costs, though. $23 for an audiobook. Is that reasonable for an audiobook? I've never done audiobooks. Maybe I should, considering how many times I fall asleep mid-book and it falls on my head. I'm sure that happens to all of us. But yeah, what do you know? What do you think about this? Audiobook with just a sort of a smattering of different type of things to get you in that mood for Devlands, that old mystic West, the romanticized Old West, down, whenever you think of that, you just hear that music, right? Oh, that could be awesome. 23 is a little pricey, or maybe not. I don't know, but I'm very curious. From Friendly Neighborhood Games, we've got a game called We Dig Giant Robots, a rockin' mecha one-shoot RPG. We've got some mecha art. We've got a mecha shark. We've got just some very elaborate looking, bizarre mecha art. Very cool, very 80s Saturday morning cartoon, neon punk style. An original simple system inspired by teenagers from outer space and the Made RPG. $20 for the PDF version of the rules and a POD discount. It's giant mechas. It's for just a single session or short campaigns. It's action comedy plus giant monsters and mechas with flame decals. Considered how few campaigns were running during the 24 holiday season. They feel it's ambitious of them to launch a new RPG. It's got plenty of random charts. So it's a giant mecha one shot based loosely on Megas XLR. Who remembers Megas XLR? And the old Teenagers from Outer Space role-playing game, which was a great role-playing game. But it's a single session to short campaign. It's a game for gamers that want to party during their gaming session. So, what do you I don't think you should advertise it as one-shots. A module is one shot. A one-shot game, like I can only play this game once, and then what? It self-destructs? No, you can play it as many times as you want with as many people as you want. And if you really like it, you could keep playing it. You just have to have the inspiration. Once you've got the base rules, right? You could run it forever, and pretty much there's plenty of giant robot anime to farm for content. So, but I guess that's, a way to sound edgy and cool. And my game's a one shot. You can only play it once. That makes it cooler. It's like top secret. Like only the few know how to play it. Kind of like Fate. Oh, there's a shout out. Now, that said, having your game self-destruct would be kind of cool. But also extremely dangerous. But I don't know. If I liked it enough, I'd keep playing it. I would just take the rules you gave me and run with it. There's plenty of much stuff around there that I could keep using this. So I don't know. Cowboys and Mutants from Fractured Brain Studios. This is for Dystopian Dawn. I think I know this Dystopian Dawn guy. I see him on Twitch all the time and Twitter and stuff like that. It's expansion for the Dystopian Dawn fantasy Western Fallout inspired game that this guy has been doing. It's $25 plus shipping and handling for the PDF and the print version of the game. It's Mutant Crawl Classics, Deadlands, Mad Max, Mutant Cowboys, all the fun stuff. You can get this for $25, or you can get my Goblin Weird West game for $7. Links down below. I'm just saying. From Mr. Tarask, we have the SIMPLE system. This is a core rulebook for $5. It's a simple tabletop role-playing games system. The rules offer a simulation-light tabletop role-playing game experience. The character sheet explains how you derive each stat. Efficient text. The initial version of the game is focused on fantasy rules. However, there isn't a setting, just a rule set for you to employ. If you're a fan of original RPG systems that offers clean presentations, even in preview, you might want to test out the simple system. Head over to Backlit Campaign to get your free PDF download of the early version of the rule set. So it's another generic do anything type role-playing game for $5. How could you not? If you're a fan of rules and how other people are doing generic rules, this might be something. You might find something about it that you really, really like. From Bart Waynuts, we have Renegade Realms Raven's Reach for 5e, OSR, anything that uses a D20. $2 for a PDF of the map. It's a expandable hex map for any fantasy tabletop RPG with 6 adventure sites complete with NPCs and inspirations for your fantasy campaign. This project promises a large, economically priced, hand-drawn map if you're a fan of hex maps. So it's a map. $2 for a map with some ideas on it. Except I still have to print it out. So depending upon how big it is and how much pieces of paper I'm going to waste, and then I'm going to have to tape the pieces together and, probably put them in a little slidey folder thing so they don't get ruined, or print them out on, cardstock. Still, I wish you all the luck in the world because I love maps. And that's it. Wow, that's it this week. Map for $2. Another role-playing game system. I love the idea, I don't know if there's still an audience for this genre anymore, but I love the idea of this genre. I love the Old West. I love Weird West. I've got a Weird West game. I don't know if you know about that. It's called A Fistful of Goblins. It's like $6 over at Postmortem Studios. Check it out now. I'm just saying. Giant robots. I mean, what's to not love about giant robots, especially giant robots based on Teenagers from Outer Space and Megas XLR. So I wish this one all the luck in the world. We can never have enough big stompy mech role-playing games. Deadland audiobook for $23 feels a little pricey, but then I don't know what audiobooks go for. Usually when I buy a book, I can spend $7 more to get an audiobook. I don't ever do that, but I could, I suppose. But I love Deadlands. I love the Weird West. I love the Old West. I love the romanticized West, growing up in Southern California and, gold rush country. It's part of the mythology of America, especially here, in California and Nevada and Arizona. So yeah, I'd listen to it if it was something I did. And a $8 casino that you could fit into any fantasy or fantasy modern day type thing based upon a song by Motorhead. What's not to love? Plus all the puns. Go for it, my friend. Go for it. I appreciate the comedy. And that's it. Thank you, Greedy Grogan Press. I know they reach out to me from time to time to give them a shout out. So shout out to Greedy Grogan Press. That's it for all the tabletop role-playing game crowdfunding projects available this week that you still have a chance to grab. Links in the description of this video. If you're in LA, once again, please be safe. Please be sane. Please be smart. Please listen to the authorities. And if they tell you to leave, grab your stuff and leave as quickly as you can. Because, I still have PTS from the 2018 Thompson fire. So it's not fun. On that cheery note,
roll the dice and ride the wave. Quest and dragons, the news we crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.